so I've got this clip of the sea, which is lovely, but, you know, I think I could use that as a background to some other clips. So what I want to do is take this clip of this swimmer putting his goggles on, and I'd like to mask that to a circle and put it on top of this clip. Okay, so we can stack them up so we can see the sea behind that cropped to a circle. Okay, so how do we do that? Well, first of all, let's just choose this clip, the clip that we want to crop, and we need to put a track matte on that clip. So at the top left hand corner under the effects tab, just search for track, and you'll see there under keying, track matte key. Okay, so let's drag that effect and drop it onto the clip on your timeline. There we go. And now we need to add the shape that we'd like to crop it to. So to do that, on the left-hand side toolbar, you can see you've got the rectangle tool. Okay, so you could use a rectangle, but I'm going to use an ellipse. Right, so what I'm going to do now, with the ellipse tool, with the circle tool, I'm just going to draw a circle over my swimmer. There we go. And if you're not quite happy with it, you can go back to the selection tool and you can move it around, you can reshape it, squish it around, whatever you want. Okay, so there we go. I'm quite happy with that. Brilliant. Now, what I need to do now is tell this clip, which has got the track matte effect on it, that it needs to crop it to this clip, which is that circle that I just drew. When I drew the circle, it added this pink clip onto the layer above. Okay, so where is my grey circle? Well, it's on my V2, on my video 2 track. So over, let's click on the swimmer where we've got the track matte effect. Here it is. And here we go. And in this section here, track matte key, we need to just tell this clip where to find the matte. And the matte is on the video 2 layer, as we just discussed. So when I choose that, there we go. It crops this clip to whatever shape is on this layer. Cool. Now, you can notice that this clip isn't quite as big as this clip. So this effect is actually going to happen if we play from the beginning. So you see all of the video clip. When I press play, there it crops, and then the crop's going to disappear there, and we see the whole clip again. Right, so if you don't want that to happen, then obviously what you need to do is make sure that your shape clip is the same length, the same duration as the clip underneath. And now the whole clip is going to be cropped to that circle. Now what's more interesting, in my opinion, is that what this pink clip doesn't have to be a shape that you've drawn within Premiere Pro. Let's just get rid of that. Okay. And let's jump over to Adobe Express. So you can log into Hub and open up Adobe Express. So here we go. I'm on the Adobe Express dashboard. So let's just start a quick square project. Now then, in here, I'm going to search, you can search for whatever you want, but what if I search for something like in the elements under icons, let's search for badge. Okay. And I want, there we are, something like that would be a really cool cutout for my swimmer. So let's just add that to the page. Great. And let's just make that fill this square page. Brilliant. That's great. Now, the color of this doesn't matter, but what is important is that I make the background of this project transparent. Okay, so I'm just going to choose background color, and I'm going to choose no background. There we go. Great. So I've got that now. This is kind of my my badge. So let's just download that as a PNG. Okay, that's downloading. Let's jump back over to Premiere Pro. Now then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag that badge PNG onto the same layer here. Okay, drag it up. There we go. Okay, so it's not quite in the right place. Let's just bring it over here. Extend that clip out, and you can see, there we go, that now it's using that as the track mat. Now, it's not quite scaled properly. Okay, so under effects controls, I need to reduce the size of my badge because it's kind of overlapping. We're losing it a bit there. So all I need to do is choose my badge, and under effects controls, I can reduce the scale of that. And it's not going to change the scale of the swimmer. It's just going to change the scale of the badge itself. There we go. You can kind of frame it as you want. You can change the positioning as well. Cool. So that, I think, is really effective, and I much prefer that than just cropping to a normal circle or a square. Right, so how do I get this on top of my C? Well, what you want to do is you want to grab this whole stack of stuff. So this is your swimmer, and it's the shape that we're matting to, and you want to nest it. So you're going to right-click, scroll down, and you'll see Nest. And you could name this, so swimmer mat. Okay, and now you can see it's kind of packaged it together into one clip. And with that clip now, I can lift it up, put it above my C layer, and now I've got this super cool video within video going on. And obviously I could change the scale of this nested clip. Okay, so I could bring the size of that down. There we go. And I could move it over. So I could have my swimmer there, a cyclist here, and a runner there, all within different shapes. And that is how we do matting or cropping in Premiere Pro.